is, would you sell William Saliba? There's a lot of noise coming out of Real Madrid. I'm seeing it on posts, I'm seeing it on YouTube, I'm seeing it all over the place that Real Madrid are looking at trying to sign William Saliba in the summer 2025. Now, the question is for yous, and the question was asked to me, would I sell him? My answer is absolutely not. Not any chance in hell would I sell William Saliba. I don't care if Real Madrid come in with a £200 million offer. There is no way in the world that I would ever sell William Saliba. And I want to find out if anybody out there, anybody out in the universe, in the internet world, any Arsenal fans or even other fans that have the opinion, if he was playing for your club, would you sell him? Now, we know Real Madrid are a powerhouse in world football, and we know that they've got a lot of pulling power. Now, there's loads of players that have gone to Real Madrid, pulled them from other big clubs, and they've gone there, and they've won trophies, and, you know, they've won the Ligas, they've won Champions Leagues, Copa del Rey's, and what have you. It is a dangerous thought. It is, you know, it is a bit worrying. Saliba's apparently happy at the club. He's happy at Arsenal. He's got a contract. It runs out, I think it's June 27. So there's still 3 years left on his deal. But what do we have to do to keep him? Do we offer him another bumper new deal? Do we say to him, look, name your price. What do you want? Is he going to stay loyal to Arsenal? Let's hope he does, because we've made him what he is. We've made him the player he is, but loyalty in football is very scarce nowadays. It's very scarce. It's very worrying for me. You know, it's not like the days of Tony Adams, where Tony Adams actually said, listen, put a contract in front of me, whatever it is, regardless of the terms and conditions, I'll sign it. I'll sign, because he loved the club. Arsenal legend, Mr. Arsenal, Donkey Adams, whatever you want to call him. We all know that he absolutely adored the club. He loved Arsenal. And apparently, there is a lot of players that have loved Arsenal in the past as well. But as soon as they get that little bit of extra bit of dough, Ashley Cole, you know, I mean, born and bred Arsenal. Born from down the road to where I live now. Lived in the Roman, you know, with his family, where he was... As soon as he got that little bit of extra money offered to him, Arsenal offered him a contract. As soon as he got that little bit of extra offered to him by Chelsea, he snapped it up with both hands. So, you know, it don't matter if you love the club. Some people, it's depending on the person's personality. And, you know, he was nicknamed forevermore by Arsenal fans as Cashley Cole, not Ashley Cole. You know, he wanted to go and earn his money. He's done, you know, his best left back in the world at the time, in my opinion. But this one with William Saliba is one of the best centre-backs in the world. Real Madrid are sniffing round. Real Madrid are hovering round like vultures, swooping round, looking at, see if they can twist his head. For me, I hope he doesn't go. I really do. I will do everything in my power. I'll break the bank to keep a player of that calibre. Because how would we replace him? How would you replace Saliba if he went in the summer? How would you? Please tell me in the comments. Who could you get? We've got nobody else. All right, we've got some centre-backs at Arsenal, but nothing of that calibre. Gabriel's the closest thing to it. But along with Gabriel, Saliba's created the best centre-half partnership in Europe, in my opinion. Why would you try and break that up? I mean, why would you let that happen, I should say? Why would you, as the club owners and as the manager of the club, you would not want to break that up? You can't let that happen. It can't happen. It's worrying for me. I worry about it. I mean, we want to progress. We want to start winning titles. They're starting to. We ain't had a centre back partnership like that since Campbell and Torre. You know, the last time we won anything, last time we won the Premier League. This is solid foundation. We can't let nobody upset it. We've got to debut or rebut, whatever the word is, Real Madrid. Real Madrid are sniffing round, man. And it's dangerous. It's dangerous for us. Because they can twist heads. They can. They've got the money. You know, they've got the prestige. They can do it, bro. They can do it. And it's worrying for me. But what you got to do, you got to stand up and say, no, stop. Real Madrid is not for sale at any price. You've got to say at any price. And then you say to William Saliba, what do you want? You name your, within reason, you name your price of what you want to stay. Name what wages you want. You've got to keep them players. You've got to. If we can pay players like Mesut Ozil, like 300 grand a week, who, as soon as he got that, the same as with Patrick Aubameyang, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, whatever his first name was, Aubameyang. If we can pay them wages to them players, who as soon as they got them big deals, sort of, took the piss a bit, bit nonchalant, went missing in games. If we can afford to do it for them, we must be able to afford to do it for players of William Saliba's calibre and importance to the team. Selling William Saliba would be a catastrophic mistake for Arsenal. All right, Dave, how you doing, sir? Have you heard the news? Have you seen the whispers about... I know that it's been going on for ages, rumours, but apparently this is a bit concrete, what I've heard. It's coming out of some French outlets. I've seen someone talking about it, about Real Madrid looking to sign William Saliba in the summer. And it's panicked me. It has panicked me badly. And I don't care what they offer. What idiot would sell Saliba? Well, Arsenal probably would. This is what worries me. They get a big enough offer for him, they might just sell him. And then what we're going to do? Where do we go to replace him? Where do we go? Who could we get? If there was anybody else, if we say no, then Real Madrid are going to have to go shopping elsewhere. But it's going to turn his head. Real Madrid. How many Champions Leagues they've won? 14, 15, whatever. They've won the most. I'm not worried, bro. He will stay. I am worried, mate, because it's an head turner. Real Madrid. I know he's happy at the club. He said he wants to win everything at Arsenal. But a lot of players say that shit. There's no loyalty. There's no loyalty in football no more. And it always worries me, especially with these younger players, younger generation. As I said just a little while ago, Dave, they've not got the Tony Adams mentality, Mr. Arsenal, Donkey Adams. Put any contract in front of me and I'll sign it. They've not got that loyalty no more. It's a different era. It's a different kettle of fish. The younger generation are a different breed of people. They're brought up differently. Loyalties ain't the same. Cash is their god. Cash is their god. The talisman for that was at Arsenal was Ashley Cole. Adama was drunk, bro. Adama? Adams was Adams was drunk. What do you mean? When he said he had signed any... Well, he was always... I think he was drunk some of the time he was playing on the pitch, wasn't he? But he was still the best centre-back in the league at the time. Unfortunately, Aces. Big up Aces in the chat. Unfortunately, when fails to win no trophies again this season, Saliba will go. That's what I'm worried about, Aces. I am. It's a very big concern of mine. This is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm doing a reaction. I was asked a question myself as well, as this is the answering questions live playlist. It's I was asked would I sell him, and I've said absolutely not. Old school gunner Dave, big you up, mate. Big up his channel. Finland versus Ireland today. Yeah, England versus Greece. I hate the internationals. I hate them. It's detrimental to the Premier League and to the clubs that have got players that go on international duty because of it's an injury risk. Look what happened in the last international break with Odegaard. Yeah, could have fucked our season. Luckily enough, we've done all right without him. So far, so good. But it is a concern. It concerns me. I'm going to do a watch along tonight. Well, we'll see. There is one planned. I'm going to do a watch along with the game. I'm going to probably be moaning about it throughout the whole 90 minutes. But this is just all depending on because my father's gone for an operation today. We've got to see how that goes. If it's fine and he's all right and all that shit, I will do the watch along. I forgot all about it. I spoke to him yesterday. I thought, oh shit, Dad, I forgot. How did I forget? But anyway, he's gone in this morning. Hopefully you'll be home in the morning or later on tonight, because they kick you out of hospital as soon as possible nowadays, don't they? So let's hope, touch wood, everything's sweet there, and everything goes all right. And I will be doing the watch along tonight, the England game. Dave, if you want to join me, you're welcome. It's up to you, bro. If you want, I'll send you the link and you can do it with me. We could, but you're going to be probably watching the Ireland game, right? The Finland Ireland game. Yeah. Okay. So this is it. Going back to the Saliba scenario. It is worrying. It is worrying. It could. These sort of rumours could. Especially young players like Saliba, he's only in his early 20s still, it could take your mind off the game. It can affect you mentally. And you've seen it loads of times. You've seen players, because their head's turned, their heart's not in it at the club. If they think they're going to go to another club in the summer, the commitment sort of drops off a little bit. It does. I mean, you see it all the time, the commitment, because, you don't want to risk getting injured because the deal will fall through. Things like that happen, man. And, it shouldn't be allowed. It shouldn't be allowed. It's called tapping up. It used to be called tapping up. I mean, what's happened to that rule? You can like, put the feelers out and declare interest in players. You used to have to speak to the club first, the parent club, ask for permission. Nowadays, you can just do whatever you fucking want. You can do whatever you want. You can spoil a club seat. You can say, right, Real Madrid can say, right, I want to buy Saliba and Gabriel in the summer. I'll let them know about that. So, they're not going to take any major risks. They're going to try not to get injured in case the deal falls through. There's a whole host of reasons that it could affect the parent club's performances. We'll get Odegaard as well. We'll bring him back. Saka. Saka's going to be high on the list of these clubs, but I ain't heard nothing about Saka yet. At the minute, it's Saliba, and it's big news in France. It's in two of their major newspapers. Apparently, I haven't seen it, but this is what I'm hearing. It's what I'm seeing. Other channels talking about, and it is a worry. And a lot of creators, a lot of fans, and people say, well, the club's always bigger than the player. Exactly, I know that. But the club wouldn't be anything at this moment in time. Arsenal would still be struggling if it weren't for players like Saliba, Gabriel, Saka. Even Havertz. Havertz has played his part in it the last couple of years. So, or the last season and this season. Havertz is even, the second half of last season, I'd say. Even Havertz, and he was a player that no one wanted at the club. Not one person I see actually agreed with signing the Kai Havertz last summer. Not the summer gone, the summer before, sorry. Not one Arsenal fan I spoke to wanted him, but look what he's did. Look what he's done. The second half of after they had that break in Dubai, Arsenal come back just a different animal. And it's continued. It's continued on into this season. I know we're being coated off a lot by other fans and other pundits and whoever else about the different style, the different tactics we're using. But, we're learning from our mistakes, in my opinion. And we've started to, instead of being like fluent and gung-ho, fantastic, tippy-tappy football, we're... not tippy-tappy, that's mainly what we're doing now, controlling games. But we're not as flamboyant, we're not as direct, we're not as fast-paced, we're not as gung-ho. We're a lot more defensive-minded this year. And I think it's working. And I mean, you could tell about the whole of that second half against Man City at the Etihad. With 10 men, how we contained them. We got slaughtered for that. People like Jamie O'Hara slaughtering Arsenal for that shit. And then moaning why Tottenham didn't do exactly the same thing against Brighton when Tottenham was 2-0 up and they wound up capitulating and losing. And he was a hypocrite about it because he said, why didn't we do it at Arsenal? Why didn't we do it? Why didn't we do it? You know, double standards anyway. He triggers me, man. That Jamie O'Hara, I spoke about it before. He triggers me. He talks a load of shit. And Jason Cundy, both of them. That show with them two on it, it's the most frustrating, annoying show I've ever seen on Talk Shite. Talk Shite. I used to like Talk Sport, but can't stand it now. Can't even Adam Brazil's getting on my nerves. He's not on there often anymore, but I used to listen to him every morning. You know, back in the day, Adam Brazil. I think Laura Wood was on there with him as well. He's had a few on there with him. Ray Parler, and Ray Parler was on there with him. It was a good show, but you know, I don't know what's happened to TalkSport, mate. They've gone. Andy Goldstein's is all right. Do you know what? Adrian Durham, one of the biggest Arsenal haters ever. At least he was up front about it and admitted it. Done the Arsenal Daily, coated off Arsenal and Arsene Wenger on a daily basis. They had their own little spot. And anyway, that's not the point of this video. That's for a video for another day. But it was just about asking the question about Saliba, would you sell him? And hopefully on the replay of this little live stream, everyone who's out there say absolutely not. So I'll see you later on tonight. I'll be online about just before kickoff. Just before kickoff, I'll be online. So around about 7:40, I'll come online, and then we can do the watch along the England game, England versus Greece. First time we've played Greece since David Beckham's free kick goal that put us into the qualifiers out of the group. I can't remember if it was a World Cup or a Euros, but I remember the free kick, you know, in the back of my mind. Maybe I should have looked at that before I done the live. But yeah, so we're going to do that watch along. And if you want to hear someone moaning about it, you're welcome to join. You're welcome to join in. And I'll see you then. Ta-ra.